আমারে কে নিবি ভাই সপিতে যাই আপনারে এ আমারে আমার এই মন গলিয়ে আমার এই মন গলিয়ে কাজ ভুলিয়ে সঙ্গে তোদের নিয়ে যারে আমারে কে নিবি ভাই সপিতে যাই আপনারে আমারে
আমারে যে ডাক দেবে এই জীবনে তারে বারংবার ফিরেছি ডাকিয়া, সে নারী বিচিত্র বেশে মৃদু হেসে খুলিয়াছে দ্বার থাকিয়া থাকিয়া। দীপখানি তুলে ধরেই মুখে চেয়ে ক্ষণকাল থামি চিনেছে আমারে, তারই সেই চাওয়া সেই চেনার আলোক দিয়ে আমি চিনি আপনারে।
খুশি তোদের ওই হাসি খুশি দিবানিছি দেখে মন কেমন করে আমারে কে নিবি ভাই
তব কণ্ঠে মোর নাম যেই শুনি গান গেয়ে উঠি, আছি আমি আছি। সেই আপনার গানে লুপ্তির কুয়াশা ফেলে টুটি, বাঁচি আমি বাঁচি। তুমি মোরে চাও যাবে অব্যক্তের অখ্যাত আবাসেই, আলো উঠে জ্বলে অসারের সারা জাগে, নিশ্চল তুষার গলে আসে নৃত্য কলরলে।
যেমন ওই এক নিমেষে বন্যা এসে ভাসিয়ে নে যায় বারাবারে আমারে কে নিবি ভাই এত যে
During his stay at San Isidro, Tagore taught me a few words of Bengali. I have retained only one, which I shall always repeat to India, Valobasha. It is my turn now to be homesick. I am homesick for you since you went away, and I can find rest. True, my love hurts me sometimes, but that is only a sign that it is not yet good enough for you.
So, in the course of our life's journey, some angel from a strange and unexpected quarter may come out across our path, speaking the language of our own soul and enlarging the boundaries of the heart's possessions. She comes unbidden, and when at last we call for her, she is no longer there. But as she goes, she leaves on the drab web of our lives a border of the embroidered flower, and forever and ever the night and day are for us enriched.
Reminiscing on his boyhood days, Tagore wrote these lines about the first woman to have come into his life. He was in his teens then. Nearly half a century after, another woman crossed his path. Although he was long past his callow youth, and the lady in question was a woman of superlative eminence, the quoted words could very well apply to Tagore's Argentinian friend, Victoria Ocampo. That Victoria, or Bijoya as he loved to call her, was very much indeed in his mind about the same time as he was recording his memories is evidenced in a letter Tagore wrote her in July 1940.
Often it comes to my mind the picture of that riverside home and the regret that in my absent-minded foolishness I had failed to accept fully the precious gift offered to me.
What was this gift that Victoria offered and which his destiny and the deeper meaning of his life prevented him fully to accept? It was the ardent and worshipful devotion of a woman who has testified, "I could have torn my heart out to please him."
যবে আমি বুঝিলাম কি তোমার নাম, হাসিয়া দুলালে মাথা, বুঝিলাম তবে নামেতে কি হবে, আর কিছু নয় হাসিতে তোমার পরিচয়। হে বিদেশি ফুল, যবে তোমারে বুকের কাছে ধরে শুধালেম, বলো বলো মোরে কোথা তুমি থাকো, হাসিয়া দুলালে মাথা, কহিলে জানি না জানি না কো। বুঝিলাম তবে শুনিয়া কি হবে, থাকো কোন দেশে, যে তোমারে বোঝে ভালোবেসে, তাহার হৃদয়ে তব ঠাঁই আর কোথা নাই। হে বিদেশি ফুল, আমি যেদিন প্রথম এনু ভোরে শুধালেম, চেনো তুমি মোরে, হাসিয়া দুলালে মাথা, ভাবিলাম তাহে এক রতি নাহি কারো ক্ষতি। কহিলাম, বোঝুনি কি তোমার পরশে হৃদয়ে ভরেছে মোর রসে, কেই বা তোমারে চেনে এর চেয়ে বেশি, হে ফুল বিদেশি। হে বিদেশি ফুল, যবে তোমারে শুধাই, বলো দেখি মোরে ভুলিবে কি, হাসিয়া দুলাও মাথা, জানি জানি মোরে ক্ষণে ক্ষণে পড়িবে যে মনে। 2 দিন পরেই চলে যাব দেশান্তরে, তখন দূরের টানে স্বপ্নে আমি তব চেনা, মোরে ভুলিবে না।
O flower, foreign flower, when I asked you your name, you nodded your head playfully. And I told myself, what's in a name? By your smile are you known, and by no other. O flower, foreign flower, when I pressed you to my heart and asked, tell me, where is your home? You nodded your head playfully. I know not where, you said. And I told myself, it was no use asking where you came from. Your home is there in the loving heart of him who knows you, and nowhere else. And I knew in my heart you will remember me many a time and oft when I leave you for another land. Distance will draw us near in dream, and you will forget me nevermore. Rabindranath Tagore paid his one and only visit to Latin America in 1924-25. This was in connection with an invitation he received from Peru. He sailed by way of Colombo by the Japanese boat Haruna Maru on 24th September 1924. He had Leonard Elmhurst to accompany him. During the sea voyage, the poet fell seriously ill. When he landed in Buenos Aires on the 7th of November 1924, he was in no condition to undertake any arduous journey to Peru. Victoria Ocampo, a young writer of Argentina, offered her self-effacing care and loving ministration to the ailing poet, whom she already admired deeply for the poems of Gitanjali that she read in translation done by André Gide. She admired the French version more than the Spanish one, and as she was born in an aristocratic family that imbibed of the European culture, especially the French language, French was almost her mother tongue. She rented the Villa Miralgio on the bank of the River Plata to receive Rabindranath. Victoria, who was born in 1890, was a woman of independent spirit and proved herself as a free feminist writer who was preoccupied by the thoughts of national liberty, anti-fascism, and intellectual freedom of women. She was close to the intellectuals of her time, Gabriela Mistral, Virginia Woolf, Borges, and Pirandello, and others, to thinkers like Count von Keyserling, writers and translators like André Gide and Pablo Neruda. Victoria translated extensively from French and English literature. Authors such as Camus, T.E. Lawrence, Faulkner, Dylan Thomas, Graham Greene, and John Osborne. She wrote directly in French sometimes. She directed Fondo Nacional de los Artes, established a women's organization committee called Argentine Action Against the Rise of Fascism. She went to jail to protect the freedom of speech. She received the gold medal on behalf of Sociedad Argentina del Escritoros. Victoria edited Sur, a literary magazine that became a reference for all the intellectuals. In her articles on Rabindranath, she touched upon the inherent quality of his works with these words.
Many people had asked me, what is Rabindranath Tagore's religion? At the end of my lecture, I said, I see only one way of explaining to you, in a few words, Tagore's religion. It is by quoting St. Thomas' definition of love, the hunger of unity. Through joy and through sorrow, you will hear in his poems the cry of that hunger of unity.
Immediately after the departure of Rabindranath, she started to translate Rocto Korobi. She arranged to name a street at San Isidro after Rabindranath, had a postage stamp issued for him, and organized the staging of the play Post Office in 1961 to celebrate the centenary of the poet. In 1967, Vishwabharati conferred upon her the Deshikottama. Victoria Okampo died in 1979.
বাঁধা জুটে নিয়ে যা লুটে ফুটে আমার এই বাঁধা জুটে নিয়ে যা লুটে ফুটে পড়ে থাক মনের বোঝা ঘরের দ্বারে.
We have to be thankful to her also for those dream forms which emerged as paintings in the margin of the Purobi manuscript, and which marked also the poet's emergence as a painter. To have inspired one of the world's outstanding creative men to attain such heights of self-expression is surely an achievement which calls for the homage of all votaries of arts and letters. Victoria organized the very first exhibition of the paintings of Rabindranath in Paris in 1930 at Galerie Pigalle. She invited all art lovers, writers, and art critics like Henri Bidou. Victoria's letters to Rabindranath are frank, generous, and caring. They speak of her deep admiration and of an instinctive understanding of his innermost nature.
My market price has risen high, and my personal value has been obscured. This value I seek to realize with an aching desire which constantly pursues me. This can be had only from a woman's love, and I have been hoping for a long time that I deserve it.
The more my heart gives to you, the more it has to give. Why did you go away so soon? Why are you always in such a hurry? Why don't you think a little about your health when it is wise to think about it? Dear Gurudev, I beg your pardon, but I am inclined to scold you very hard. Dear, dear Rabindranath, the mist of homesickness is in me too, and has been in me since you left San Isidro, 15 years ago. How very long it seems, how unreally long ago. Those days in Miral Rio are some of the happiest I have ever known. And I can go near that house or in the garden without being staggered by the remembrance and by the nevermore it brings within its sweetness.
Seen in retrospect, it is difficult to determine which of the two gained or lost in the exchange of Flores de Alegria for Frutos de Peña. There is a sublimity of relationship in which loss is gain and gain loss. We, the outsiders, can only be thankful for the rich harvest of flowers and fruits which Tagore gathered by the banks of the river Plata and which he made a gift of to Bijoya as his Canto del Sol Poniente, the song of the setting sun.
আজিকার দিন না ফুরাতেই হবে মোর এ আশা পুরাতে, শুধু এবারের মতো বসন্তের ফুল যত যাব মোরা দুজনে কুড়াতে। তোমার কানন তলে ফাল্গুন আসিবে বারংবার, তাহারই একটি শুধু মাগি আমি দুয়ারে তোমার। বেলা কবে গিয়াছে বৃথাই, এতকাল ভুলেছিনু তাই, হঠাৎ তোমার চোখেই দেখিয়াছি সন্ধ্যালোকে, আমার সময় আর নাই। তাই আমি একে একে গণিতেছি কৃপণের সম, ব্যাকুল সংকোচ ভরে বসন্ত শেষের দিন মম। ভয় রাখিও না তুমি মনে, তোমার বিকচ ফুল বনে, দেরি করিব না মিছেই, ফিরে চাহিব না পিছেই, দিন শেষেই বিদায়ের ক্ষণে। যাব না তোমার চোখেই, আঁখি জল পাব আশা করি, রাখিবারে চিরদিন স্মৃতিতে করুণা রসে ভরি চরণ। তারপরেই যেও তুমি চলেই, ঝরা পাতা দ্রুত পদে দোলেই, নীড়ে ফেরা পাখি যবেই, অস্ফুট কাকলি রবেই, দিনান্তের ক্ষুব্ধ করি তোলেই। বেণু বন ছায়া ঘন সন্ধ্যায় তোমার ছবি দূরেই, মিলাইবে গধূলির বাঁশরীর সর্বশেষ সুরে। রাত্রি যবে হবে অন্ধকার, বাতায়নে বসিও তোমার, সব ছেড়ে যাব প্রিয়েই সম্মুখের পথ দিয়ে, ফিরে দেখা হবে না তো আর। ফেলে দিও ভোরে গাঁথা ম্লান মল্লিকার মালাখানি, সেই হবে স্পর্শ তব, সেই হবে বিদায়ের বাণী।
Before this day is done, grant me my wish. Let us go gathering spring flowers for the last time. Out of many a spring that are yet to visit your bower, give me one, I implored. Have no fear. I shall not linger long in the bloom of your garden. When time comes for parting at the day's end, I shall not look for tears in your eyes to bathe my memory in the dew of pity. Go away thereafter, if go you must, trampling on fallen leaves in your hasty tread, while the homing birds make the close of the day clamorous with their cry. In the deepening darkness, your distant figure will recede and then fade away, like the last faint notes of the evensong. When the night darkens, sit by your window as I walk past the road on my onward journey, leaving all behind. If it pleases you, throw out to me the flowers I gave you in the morning, now wilted at the day's end. That will be the last and crowning gift, your greetings of farewell. Those of us who cherish the memory of this poet, who once described himself as a guest of love, can but feel humble and grateful to this angel from a strange and unexpected quarter, whose memory awakened Tagore to sweetness till the last day of his life. If I could, I would once again seek out the place where lies the message of love from a foreign land. The winged dreams of yesterday will flock there once again. Their murmur will make a nest of it once again. They will bring memories to awaken me to sweetness. They will restore melody to the flute that sounds no more. With her arms stretched out to the spring breeze, she stood at the casement while the heart of the night throbbed with the footsteps of silence. With the love from a distant land she had spread this seed for me. I shall cherish her whispered words ever. Her language I did not know, only her eyes spoke to me, and the message of her sad glance is mine.
তখন দেখি পথের কাছে মালা তোমার পড়ে আছে মালা তোমার বুঝেছিলেন অনুমানে এ কণ্ঠহার